Okay, YouTube, what up? I'd like to make videos more often, but I am in a doctorate program. School keeps me busy. I have excuses why you don't get to see me as often as I'd like you to see me. Because I want your attention. Because I have important things to say. And I want you to hear them. I want you to agree with me. And I don't want you to disagree with me. And I don't like the negative comments. Stop doing it. No, actually, I really don't get any negative comments ever. So that must mean I'm doing something wrong, right? Well, anyway, I wanted to make a video about a topic that's been kind of coalescing in my mind for a while, and then I saw a video the other day about it, and I thought, oh, that's it. That's what I want to make a video about. So I don't even know what the topic of this one's going to be. I'm just going to shoot from the hip, and we'll see what happens. But I train 6 days a week. Sometimes 7, or I don't know. I just take rest days when I feel like it, which is like once a week usually, or like logistically it never works out. I'm too busy and I don't get my workout in, and it ends up being a rest day. And so right now I'm basically lifting heavy 3 days a week, squats, deadlifts, bench press, and then running or just doing whatevs, calisthenics here and there, and then the other days, or like sprints or something like that. And I am eating a lot of food. It comes out that I need 3,500 kind of minimum, and then maybe 4,500 to 5,000 kind of maximum, but I probably eat like high 3,000s worth of calories. And when you're doing that all raw, that's a lot of food. It's a lot of food. And it's a fair amount of sleep. I sleep at least 8 hours a night, and when I don't get my 8 hours, I have to make up for it another night. A couple nights ago, I stayed up till like 2, going to this like chiropractic networking thing that was awesome, and it was worth staying up, I would say. But then the next night, last night, I had to sleep from like 9:30 at night till 9 in the morning. So, whatevs. I need to get a lot of sleep. That's part of health. I need to eat a lot of food. That's arguably yes, arguably not part of health. This is a topic that it's as you kind of go further down the rabbit hole. Like I have like I'm starting to have mixed thoughts on like calorie saturation or like trying to eat as many calories as possible. Obviously, I eat a lot of calories. I'm hungry. I need to eat the calories. And so I saw a couple of videos that made me rethink this. Because I did notice, like, I need a lot of sleep. I need to eat a lot of food. Like, it's becoming, like, somewhat of an impingement on, like, being effective in everyday life as far as, like, I'm in school in this pretty, like, intensive program. I need to be studying a lot. But at the same time, like, I want to be in shape and I want to be healthy to be sharp up here. And so, like, am I making the correct trade-offs? I don't know, It's like, it's all a new age experiment. But anyway, I saw these 2 videos. One was Dr. Robert Lockhart. It's a guy I look up to a lot. If you don't know him, he's been a raw vegan for like 30-plus years. He's 70 years old, walks on his hands every day, in great shape, lives in Australia on his own private fruit farm in the tropics. He's a chiropractor and a naturopath. Dude, solid dude. He wrote me a recommendation for chiropractic school after I met him at Woodstock, and he had this video about saying like, you should only eat enough, and that you shouldn't try to saturate calories. You should just eat enough, and you should try to like ratchet your feeding window between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. every day because that's when your digestion is optimum. Which if your digestion is optimum, I think you should be eating the majority of your foods during that time. Then I saw a video with Don Bennett, where he said they talked about what exercises he did, and he kind of like gave this sort of answer where he's like, I only do what's necessary, I only do things we would do in nature, like I don't jog, I only sprint, I run for 15 seconds, and I do like body weight type stuff, and walking and climbing is very natural. And he said that like if you train too much, you're just going to have to eat more, and you're just going to have to sleep more. And so it's like, he's like, I just do the minimum needed to be healthy. And I mean, it's like, the dude's in his 50s, and he's like got bicep veins, and he's like in shape, and excuse like the midriff tie-dye tops and the weird curly hair, but like the dude looks pretty good. And so it got me thinking, like, am I training too much and like eating and as a result having to sleep more than I should and like eat more than I should? Like, why do I train as much as I do? Why do I work out as much as I do? I don't compete in anything. I'm like not I'm not trying to prove any points. But then maybe I am. I'm trying to prove that like vegans can be fit and like, oh, look at me, I can deadlift and double my body weight. I can do 36 one-arm push-ups. I can, these like lesser feats of strength, and I can run these long distances, and it's fun and it's like cool to like level up your fitness and stuff like that. But it got me thinking, like, am I taking it too far? Like, is there a way to take it too far and like overtraining? Like, obviously there are like contraindications of overtraining where you like you overtrain, where you don't get enough rest and you don't, eat enough, and you start to get depression and muscle soreness, and strength regresses, and there's like all these bad things. But like I'm doing it at a level where I can like keep up with it, and I'm still progressing in my lifts, and I'm getting faster on the track and all this stuff. But it's like I'm eating a lot of food, which is starting to cost more money. Not like fruit's pretty cheap here, but it's like it is an additional cost to eat more food. There is time spent, having to be in bed longer. And so it's like, is it worth it? Am I like, why am I doing this? And it's like, if I had no ego about it, would I train less because I wasn't like trying to like look good, or like, maybe I still would. I don't know. But like, you think like I have a certain like level of egoic attachment with like being able to work out a lot and like being in really good shape. Like I don't want to give that up for the sake of like being able to eat less and sleep less. Although part of me wants to try it as sort of an experiment, like, okay, I'm going to like ratchet down the fitness that I'm doing. Like I'm not going to lift that much weights anymore. And maybe I'll like do sprints and I'll like go for walks and I'll climb, but I'll like climb. I don't even, what am I going to climb? I don't know. I don't know what I would do, but like it made me think all this fitness stuff, is this just an egoic pursuit to show that like vegans and raw foodists can like do all these amazing feats, but it's like that you have to like prove to people to like make them go vegan. I don't know. Like but I just know that I don't want to stop training this much and like eating this much. And here I'm just rambling here, so I would love to hear from some of the people out there that are, I don't want to say like the super fit vegans, because I'm not like super fit. I guess I would say I'm like really fit. I don't know. Whatever. But from the people that are like, really into the fitness lifestyle, like how do you feel knowing that like you could eat less and sleep less if you just trained less? Like, is it worth the trade-off? Especially like in an environment like outside of Southern California where fruit isn't as cheap. Like a guy like Durian Rider's, half the reason he's not all raw. I mean, I had a discussion with him. He lives in Adelaide, South Australia. South Australia is like North America, where it's they have winter and the fruit selection's not as good. If he lived in Northern Australia, like Dr. What's his name? I'm drawing a blank on his name. I want to say Robert Lustig, but it's not Robert Lustig. It's Robert Lockhart. If he lived there, would he be all raw? Probably. But it's like he cycles so much, he's got to eat 5,000 calories a day. Like, yeah, he's going to eat cooked food. And that's kind of what I did when I lived in Texas. It was like the fruit wasn't as good as California, so I would eat a lot more cooked food just to get the calories in. But now, instead, to get the calories in, I have to eat like a gallon of smoothie at lunch, or close to, and then I have to eat like a fuck ton more food. And sometimes I really have the thought, like, what am I doing? Like it could just be so much easier to just like eat some cooked food or train less. Like, why do I do what I do? And I don't really have a good answer for that, but I just know I don't want to stop doing it. So that's kind of my idea to chew on, Is it worth it to train so much that, is it worth eating and sleeping so much to maintain a certain level of fitness? I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. So would love to hear your comments. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.